We now return to President Wario's State of the Union address.
First off, you really need to invest in a pop filter like Devil Tam. And second off, my fellow Americans, let me make one statement perfectly clear. I did not have any relations with that woman. My love is purely good sexual.
Can I just say, I am so angry at you right now, Steve. I am so angry. You were so close to saying my fellow Americans.
He said Wamericans.
Oh, you did? I didn't hear the wah part. Damn. Okay.
And with that, James, what are we doing today?
Ow.
Before Wario goes right to sleep, we're heading on to World 2 of Wario World.
Before we bore into tears.
I apologize, Steve. I am no longer angry at you.
No, you're fine.
Anyways, today we're getting spooky up in here.
I know it was anger rooted with good intentions.
So, I guess to immediately get them involved, Matt and Pi, have you guys ever seen or done
Nope.
anything with Pi?
No, I hadn't seen nothing. Yes, I am still alive. I'm just distracted.
I played the older Wario games. That's about it.
Okay.
Have you played the Wario, Ware games?
Yes. Yes, I have. I love them. They're awesome. They need to come back.
But you never played this game.
No, I hadn't.
Ooh.
Well, anyways, here's the big bone door.
Oh.
Yep, you just gotta slam on the back of his hand like 3 times in order to break him.
One of 2 of the stage's special boss variety.
I gotta give a hand to this security system.
And with just a few more. This feels a little drawn out, but we almost. Oh no!
You just got hit 3
Okay.
times.
Sorry, Logan. Do you have a bone to pick with me now?
So about this game.
Man, this commentary is going dead.
It's gonna be being completely honest. This is gonna be. It is gonna end up turning into Crash 2 Reignited for me, where it's gonna be one of those things where I'll try to go back and rewatch it, but I'm actually.
You mean insane?
Insane. Sorry. Insane.
I'm just having more fun listening to you guys than actually commentating. It's like,
I can't see a thing, unfortunately. My internet is running slow.
It'll be
Oh,
okay.
really?
We're in a graveyard. It's okay.
Okay.
coming and I can't see a thing.
It's gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna like I love Crash 2 Insane, and I did the whole commentary and I had a lot of fun, but I cannot go back and rewatch our old commentary because we just went way too heavy with the puns for my liking.
Would you say that it was punishing?
Yes.
it was his immortal punishment.
And as my first act as president, I will outlaw any and all puns.
Damn it.
I want him.
Death to the wah.
Wait, what's that? Oh, that's right. I will ban every and all puns, except for the ones that start with wah.
Wah?
Except for the ones that make me laugh.
except for the ones that I find funny, because you need to have actual thought put into them.
Everything else stinks.
That.
You amuse me. You can stay in America.
Except for you. You can go home now.
Wait, pardon me. What's your name, little boy?
Dennis,
Dennis. I like you. How would you like to be my vice president?
I've never been a part of government before, Mr. Wario.
Hi, Mr. Wilson.
Have we just brought up the frickin' fabled Wario and Dennis the Menace crossover that I've been
Oh, well,
wanting
was he
to-
trying to be Dennis the Menace?
Mr. the Menace.
Mr. the Menace, Dennis Anywho.
Well, let's see. Was
So
was
wait,
he
well,
trying
hold
to be
on,
that
hold
particular-
on. So wait.
Go ahead.
Is this
Wait, go
a
ahead.
case where instead of Dennis's neighbor being Mr. Wilson, it's now Mr. Wario?
Mr.
I would
Watson.
love to
No,
see
no,
that
no, no,
episode.
no. It's Mr. Watson.
I just said that.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Oh.
What I was about to say is like, was that the Dennis he was intending to go with?
No, I was just bringing up a random name for the sake of continuing the joke.
I thought it was the Dennis that we went to elementary school with.
Dennis?
What do you mean,
Oh yeah.
Wait, when did we all went to the same school? I went to like 13 different schools. Or so.
Who needs school?
When you have that vacation.
Who needs school when you have video games?
There you are, Dennis. I was wondering where the heck you were.
Oh.
Oh, thank goodness you freed me from this box! Now I can give you a useful information tip. Okay, bye!
Jesus Christ.
Who needs school? I went to community college.
Meanwhile, community college.
By the way, may I kiss your child? Thank you.
Can we just all dub an episode of Community, but everybody is Wario now? And call it just
Yeah.
Community?
I need to
That
watch
could be our next big
Community.
wobbatary for the year.
What did you say? What did you say, James?
So is that going to be our next big commentary for the year?
Sure.
I mean, to his credit, it's been a while since we had an honest to God commentary.
It's been a long time since we had an honest to God Wario-centric anything.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's the reason why I decided to do this in the first place, before Nintendo decides to, remember that the Wario Land series was a thing.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like Wario got ahead of himself.
Hey.
Yeah, he did get ahead of himself.
Hey, you have to admit you adore these puns.
Oh god, no, I'm sorry, let me do this real quick, as I kill him. I had to do it, ladies and gentlemen. He was considered armed and dangerous.
That man is now considered public enemy number 1. I have a bounty on his head.
Armed and dangerous.
And I'm taking this adorable little goldfish with me.
I'm taking the shark with me.
Oh, you're
Oh, no, not
on
the shark!
You're not on the platform, which sucks.
Or is it a piranha? I can't tell.
Come on, down you go, Birdie.
Is it a bird or is it a pterodactyl?
It's a pterodactyl.
Whatever you want to make of it.
You know what? Screw it. I'm looking at the wiki as we speak.
It's a
I'll
pterodactyl.
look up these names because they're really
Pterodactyl.
funny and
The
weird.
P is silent.
If the P is silent, then why bother using the P? That's another thing I'm gonna ban when I become president.
When?
Django would like
When
that.
we don't need another rich capitalist in office. Steve.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh.
It's because of Wario we had to search for the letter P to spell dupless.
Oh.
I may be a rich capitalist, sweetheart, but at least I have charisma.
Yeah.
We haven't
Fuck
played
it.
this game on this channel yet, have we?
Hey, Logan, you alive?
Logan?
You see, this is why you're public enemy number 1. Your puns literally murdered a man.
You're fired!
But I don't work here.
That.
Would you like a job starting now?
Yeah.
Too bad!
Wah!
Yeah, I think Logan will be back momentarily. Let's just.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, it is around the time where he gets called away for dinner.
Oh,
I guess
fair
he
enough.
needed a juice break.
I thought he was just being
He's
silent.
on his exactly. He's on his union break.
Okay.
I thought he was just being silent due to my puns.
Nah. Honey, we love your puns. But what the
No,
fuck?
no one.
Nobody is allowed to love my puns.
Well, I'm allowed to love him.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can love him, but you can't love his puns.
Well, I have to.
Well, you have to take the full package then.
You know, if you two are having spousal problems, I'm also a licensed marriage therapist.
We're
No.
not even married yet.
It's $2.99 a month.
I just imagine he'd charge up the ass for it. But yeah, no.
So like a regular therapist.
Exactly, actually, sadly.
I'm sorry, was that supposed to be a Wario pun?
Oh.
I thought he was about to fall.
That gave me a mini heart attack for a second. What the fuck?
By the way, those decorative blocks in the background, you get to actually stand on them.
Oh yeah, they have no collision detection, do they?
No, they have collision. It's just that they count as a bottomless pit.
Oh!
That they're too far away to really reach anyway.
So the treasures in this level we're collecting are pieces of art.
Yep, and actually that is one thing that's kind of interesting about the treasures of Wario World. A lot of them are themed depending on the level you're in.
Buckaroo Banzai 2, starring Wario.
And they're in order, for the most part.
I know Icky said pieces of heart. Discord made it sound like he said pieces of fart.
Oh, come on, man!
It's Wario, it would make sense.
Look, I know it's a Wario commentary, but we don't have to go that far.
We're schmucks. We always have to go that far.
I knew better. I was just saying that's what Discord heard.
You again.
Yeah, no, there does come a point where they start spamming these freaking
Crystal Guardians.
yeah, Crystal Guardians.
Which is weird, because these mini-boss enemies, you only fight once per level. Like, once they're defeated in any level, they're gone for good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, granted, kind of grateful for that, considering I would hate to have to keep running into this thing if I had to do any repeat trips.
I mean, granted, this part's in an optional area, so...
Oh yeah, no, this is completely optional. You're only coming here to press that big blue button. What to do with you?
What to do indeed.
Oh, he's back!
1,000,001 uses, eh?
Damn!
Also, I will say, ladies and gentlemen, it was only recently I actually decided to try, tossing someone while in midair, and I never realized that Wario actually did the fucking Yoshi flutter.
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah, no, you didn't notice it.
No, let me see
Hey.
that again.
Hey, Logan,
All right.
where were you? Okay.
I like how the guy was like, "Oh no!"
You realize he's doing that to spite you now.
I don't know how to break it to him, but I think he's seeing things.
Oh wow!
Yeah, look at me
Also,
go.
be careful of these guys.
Sorry, that was me attempting to burp in response to Matt, but even when I'm drinking carbonated water, I cannot burp as well as Hype can.
No,
Because it's
no, only
carbonated
that,
water.
only. Oh god.
God damn it,
I
dude.
can't do that.
Thank
Why
you.
would you?
No,
Or
both
that.
of you know. Both of you
Both of
know.
us,
Go to
yes.
the corner.
Welcome to the real Wario world.
I am already in a corner, honey.
Welcome to the genuine Wario World experience.
Welcome to Wario World.
And I guess at this point, if you haven't already said, James, yeah, at this point, this is where the game can, I wouldn't say get hard, but this is where I feel like the game can sometimes be borderline guide dang it in terms of like where these switches are and what to do in what order.
It doesn't get like too bad with that. Say for maybe one or two instances. In fact, this one level here, does have. Oh yeah, this is the one that teaches us how to literally do the freaking what I like to call the Kirby.
That we've already been doing for like 2.5 stages.
Look at him go.
Instead of Kirby's cute little back room, you get
Oh,
the.
okay.
Just get a clue in the shape of Wario's gaping maw.
Iki, can you do me a quick favor?
What?
Can you tell me where that fourth treasure can be found? Because I can never commit that one to memory.
Gladly.
Pull
I
out the
guess
walkthrough.
Commercial break.
It's like the one that feels so out of the way.
Ooh.
Out of the way or out of the wall?
Hey.
While he's looking up the walkthrough, we kind of talked over a few times. I want Matt and Pi to hear it for themselves. Once you're done talking to the soul, bring up the pause menu.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so what treasure is it? The green one?
Yeah, the fourth one. It should be the green one.
Okay, so the button's on the second floor of the manor. The treasure platform is behind an electrical hazard near a glue globe ghost in the basement.
Okay, so I do need to drop down there to reach it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Like, the whole reason I asked for you to pause to begin with
Also, be careful
actually
of this
was
guy.
interrupted by the strategy talk.
Yeah, can
terribly sorry
please
about
pause
that.
it for a second?
We'll be right back after these messages.
Oh yeah.
See, classic comedy.
I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
this is where that whole thing
Yeah.
spawned. And it's state-of-the-art Wario quirkiness.
Wario with that smile, but without his nose and mustache, is fucking horrifying. as a
It
little
is
girl.
scary.
He-
Jesus
he,
Christ.
he looks like a gremlin.
And now we return to your regular Wario program.
Honestly, he looks
Let's
like
go.
he looks like a Dragon Quest like villain or something with the
Oh
no
god.
nose.
But yeah, be careful of those electrical blasts, because they actually do kind of hurt.
Yeah, they take a lot more punishment than the gold ones.
Yeah.
Alright, solid stuff so
Alrighty.
far, James. Uh-oh.
Whatever.
Yeah, that was... Oh,
Well, the easier one.
Never mind.
we're okay.
I like how you're like, I can't find a fourth chest. Here's the fourth chest.
It's on the way.
Oh, it was. Oh, okay. Well, but I mean, in a game like this, I would not blame him for being like a little nervous of like, you know, are you about to walk right past it? Because
I love enemy hit fire.
Oh, Jesus!
Because yeah, there is no, there isn't really any good backtracking. Like you don't get to use checkpoints. It's just all or nothing.
Ooh!
There is something at the very end of the level, and by the way, a hint of things to come on that portrait there.
I just noticed that.
By
Well,
Spooky.
Well, and I was to say, hang on, Matt. I was saying, I apologize, James. Like I guess I misspoke. I misspoke.
Waddle!
In terms of
Battle time!
all or nothing, I meant like you can't really go to certain parts of the level. If you want to backtrack, you got to start the level fresh all over again.
And this isn't the worst example of that, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
It gets way worse.
So, in
Mainly
terms
for
of
one
Wario's
stage.
presidential campaign, what do we make this?
What, Battleground?
honestly, this guy reminds me of the whenever we have to fight the Bruises.
Kind of,
The
yeah.
little-
And I was just thinking that. I got something. Ladies and gentlemen, this Sunday, watch presidential candidate Wario take on his naysayers.
Also, in terms of the, yeah, no, he absolutely. Oh my god, no, he would absolutely pull a freaking Uwe
The
Boll.
world
Yeah,
laughs at
I
the
was about to
nation.
mention Uwe Boll. He would totally pull a Uwe Boll.
To anybody who didn't like to anyone who didn't like his micro games, he would absolutely challenge them into the ring.
I'll beat the shit out of anyone who dares disagree with my
Jesus.
video games.
And because he's Wario, he would win every time.
Have
Yeah.
a rotten day.
So I couldn't help but notice in that skeleton area, James, that they do, as far as the melee combat goes, they kind of still throw the same enemy variants. Like you can tell it's the same shape and moveset. Does it get better in later levels?
Not really.
Not really, no.
There's only like
cough
one
up
or
the
two
garlic.
occasions where they start including like level-specific enemies. But for the most part, it's just like the main mooks, like the mini mooks. You got the slightly bigger mooks. You got
I mean,
the
I will
ones
say
with
this much about the
gloves.
game is that its enemy variety isn't like that terrible. It's just that they do throw in a lot of the usual fod red shit.
There are a lot of recolor enemies.
To be fair, while I love the game, I'm not this one, I'm talking about the one. While I love the game, the enemy variety will always be better than Resident Evil 7.
I mean, in Resident Evil 7, you just got the Baker family for the most part.
Well, no,
And the molded.
I'm talking about the molded, where you have regular molded, slightly stronger regular molded, four-legged
things.
molded, and fat molded. Those are it.
Ah.
That is it. And they all look the same.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I hear you. What's up, hype?
I'd like to point out for the record that back there, that water was barely touching my knees. How could they have burrowed under the water if there was barely any in there?
You mean the water?
To be fair, Hype, remember the plot of this whole story. We're in a world filled with chaos where logic barely makes. This is pretty much Wario's Wonderland.
Yeah, I was about to say it's
No, it's
Wario
Wario's
Wonderland.
Wonderworld.
Wario's Wonderworld. That actually sounds like a pretty neat title for it. Not gonna lie.
Welcome to my wonder world.
And then you
Actually
realize
works.
that the entire story is limited to a freaking graphic novel.
I still fucking hate that for the record.
Yeah, yeah, Balan did that.
I really don't want to.
Hey Bubsy, good news. You're no longer the most despised video game character in existence.
No.
Well, that's a relief.
Yeah, he's still up there.
He's still up there.
Try telling that to Twitter.
I think you go. Oh, yeah. There we go.
I'll probably have to go back up a ways. Hopefully.
Just a smidge. You see
I mean, hey, granted, if I do miss it, I at least know where to look.
Woohoo! You got this. So yeah, now does this game look at all interesting to you guys, Pi and Matt?
I mean, yeah. Sorry, I'm not barely talking. I'm distracted by Twitter.
Pa, you realize that's bad for your health.
I just like perusing through Twitter, mostly because of the whole hell of a boss thing and all that. So, yes.
You know what? I actually finished a thesis report talking about how Twitter is actually corrosive to your health. And as president, I'm going to ban it too.
Okay.
Especially after they ban me.
As president, I shall ban Twitter and rename it as Twatter.
Twatter.
Oh my god.
No, do not, Wario. You can't say that.
You ill-conceived imposter. I call it Twitchoir.
And I was like, no, you can't. And I was like, no, you can't.
I think I did
I
this.
was like, no, you
And then
can't
Wario
say
was
that.
banned
Like,
from
they,
France.
I like how.
yeah, I was gonna say you can't say that in front. Like, freaking Conkers, they're gonna censor that word in
Conkers.
Conkers. Remember in Live and Reloaded, they actually censored
right.
that
Oh,
word for the
yeah.
N64 release.
We were
Okay,
already
you know what
over
I-
here.
Yeah, I you know what? I'm misremembering. Did I already get the? Okay, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I did. My bad.
But
We were just double checking to make sure these levels become very long.
My mind was literally on presidential candidate Wario.
You're fine.
by the way, can I just say, I love your realization, finally, of what I was saying, Logan. Like, you're like, wait, what? No, Wario!
It wasn't a sudden realization. I said that, like, the second you said it, I was like, you can't say that.
Well, I think it's because he was distracted by me being.
I wasn't saying it, Wario was. Also, that's shocking.
Well, no, I was making a different joke with that.
It wasn't me, Mom. It was Wario who said the words.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't me. It was the one-armed War.
It was the kid, I swear.
Wario caught on camera saying evil things.
Wario says the gamer word.
The gamer, not that one.
What, microtransaction?
Yes.
All right, there's another jewel. This has been.
I remember when I had humble beginnings, when I was just a poor boy that was only inherited a mass amount of 1 million gold coins.
I,
A small loan of 1 million gold.
I was born and raised in a log cabin.
No, it was a farmland. It was a
darn it.
farmland.
And then Waluigi goes, I was born in 200 log cabins.
No, I completely forgot the joke I was going to do.
Sorry.
this is the part where I have to evaluate my life pie and think about the fact that we're not even done with the first level, and there are 2.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, the
no.
levels can drag.
God, this is long.
I will admit, part of it is my fault because of all the unnecessary backtracking I just did. But even still.
Well, no, but you're fine. Like, I mean, we're trying to go for everything, and yeah, for those, and yeah, oh yeah, so I guess to catch Matt and Pi up to speed with all this, what's happening here and why is because Wario World actually only has like 2 stages per level. It's actually very much like it has like a Sonic the Hedgehog kind of structure to it, 2 acts and a boss.
It's a very short game.
But to make up for
For the
it,
most part. You could complete in like 3 or 4 hours.
There's a shit ton of stuff.
Not really.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Like, if I'm going to get a little bit
got this.
critical here, Wario World isn't that meaty of a game.
It's really not. Like, the only real flaw I have with this game is that I think the levels themselves could have been split into 4s as opposed to 2s. Like, very easily.
yeah, like have it branch out because everything's in even amount of numbers, and then you could
I
like
need
you know
garlic. Bad.
feed me.
Feed me that sweet nectar.
Stupid chart.
And I do notice that they're progressively getting pricier and pricier.
Yeah, though I think the prices are predetermined depending on the level you start on, and then they rise up from there.
Okay, so next level will go back down to whatever it needs to be.
No, I
Right.
think it actually increases from level to level.
Well, it does increase from level to level, technically speaking, but say if you like used it a lot of the vendor in one level, it will reset to what it's supposed to start with in the next level. If that makes any sense. Positive. I actually did have one point where I did have to use them a fair bit just because it was that I was getting my ass handed to me that badly.
Really?
But and then by the next level when I found him again, it's like his prices were just a wee bit cheaper.
Alright.
I know my way around Wario World. Do you?
I've been around the block, if you know what I mean. No, I absolutely do not know
I
what
don't
you
know
mean,
what that
Wario.
means.
So yeah, now he's telling us about the upcoming boss, Brawl Doll.
Am I missing anything?
Okay.
Oh, I'm still missing a chest. Oh, wait, it's right there. What, for a moment, Wario was blind!
Hey. Granted, the only thing you really need to get for quote-unquote 100%ing the ending is
The spritlings. Right. Like the gold pieces and the treasure you can completely ignore.
Ooh, by the way, you guys ready for spooky?
What?
What?
It's a little bit spooky, a little bit ooky, and a little bit uncanny.
Spooky?
It's Jimmy Neutron. It's the same head shape.
Eat Brawl Doll.
It's a doll, and it's no.
That
I
is
love
scary.
this boss
Alright,
fight only
hey,
for...
Logan, you have
Yes.
to admit, this is scarier than anything in Resident Evil 4.
What a beautiful baby! May I kiss you?
I would say yes, but then oh boy, I've seen ill bleed, so I've seen scarier.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm surprised you didn't bring a Bill Bleed with this.
By the way, try not to break all 3 torches because
I
you need that light. Well,
By the
you
way, I
don't need
com-
it, but it helps.
I completely forgot that ill bleed existed. That's the thing.
We did that commentary like earlier this year.
Yeah, but I completely
And it's
forgot
starting
it existed.
uploading by the time we're
Oh,
recording.
guys, I'm sorry. Please, let me have this one. Rock-a-bye, baby, on what-ups.
Man,
When the wind blows,
the baby will rock.
The baby will drop.
I was like, that's why Wario. Again, more light.
and if he breaks, it's not my fault. You paid for a cheap baby. Now give me my check.
Didn't even rhyme.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you paid for a cheap babysitter. Now get what you've got. Or something like that.
Is it not immediately obvious that they don't pay me for this? And I'm a presidential candidate.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they don't. I thought you were going to have him say they don't even have to pay me for this. I just like doing this.
I just like throwing children.
Wait, let me. You pay this woman to sit on babies? That's disgusting. I do it for nothing.
Oh.
And again, it's shit like this why I love this game so much. It might be a case of, like, this game might be a slightly guilty example of style over substance, but goddamn what style it
I mean,
has.
granted,
Also, not
that's
going to lie,
Continue, Matt.
not going to lie, just going off of what Steve said, it's like, I would do it for free, but I'm not going to, so you still have to pay me.
Speaking of which, you owe the piper, baby! Tax season!
Damn.
Anyways, I was about to say, that's kind of like a theme for most treasure games, that it's more style over substance, that the games are short, but the games usually look really cool.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget the likes, like what they had on the Genesis, like Gunstar Heroes, Alien Soldier, Dynamite Heady. It's like, they have an impressive track record.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they did kind of slump a bit around this era.
Yeah.
Oh, finally he has his nose.
Yep.
His mustache. Oh.
Neat.
Have a heart.
Yeah, it's getting really nosy looking at him.
Honey, why?
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, to keep in theme with the spooky world, we're heading on to the circus next.
God, no, that's even worse.
Time for the clowns.
Da 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 da, wah wah wah.
No, now I got Afro circus stuck in my head, honey.